class under the patronage of Al Bidayah Stud and sponsored by Ajman Stud.
You're watching Arabian Essence.tv, powered by Alka. Sheikh Stud. We're about ready to have the senior mares.
As they say in the radio business, the hits keep on coming.
This is getting real serious. We just saw the yearling fillies and the junior females for the gold world championship awarded. Now the senior mares, and I think those sections were so breathtaking. Section A and B, the end Friday afternoon. Be interesting to see how they score this, how they feel. Accomplished credentials. Again, we're repeating ourselves, but they do show the horse a little bit more over in Europe, Middle East than we do over in North America. So these are very well-known, very documented, very credentialed mares. And boy, she breaks the gate with a good first impression, Greg. Again, Polish power, great movers. Vildona. Expect nothing less out of him, Greg, than movement like that. That's gorgeous.
By Shanghai, the horse from Spain that now is owned by Ajman Stud, and out of Vilda, who is by Gazal. She's bred and owned by Michał Stud of Poland. Piotr Diwajak is on the lead. Rory's right. I mean, these Polish horses move. You look at the pedigree and you go, they even have, like, Shanghai is not necessarily known as a Polish horse, and yet they still have that carriage and that motion.
If I was born in Poland, I could probably move a little better. Just in the water, I think.
Giacomo might have been born in Poland. He's all Italian. This is Omel Alicia Algessimia.
She won Section A of the mares with a 92.92. She also has a yearling colt, Greg, competing for a gold world championship in the next class. Arab Algessimia. So not just a highly decorated show mare, accomplished. She is a mother of a star.
And she's one of those very famous Justice daughters. And out of El Aliha by El Azim. Bred by El Arabian International and owned by Algessimia.
When those two farms team up in San Ynez to create Arabian horses, you end up with results like this. Beauty, it's striking.
The Omel Arab just does an amazing job as breeders. I love Siggy, who passed. Her daughter has just continued to lead on the legacy of what they have done for years and years. Great breeders there in the San Ynez Valley.
The Bayanov mare, she moved beautifully in her qualifying class. Had huge movement scores. Here she is with JJ on the lead. Boy, that's a nice pass. Alsa.
It's interesting to watch how JJ has, how soft he has her. That chain is not capped, it's loose. And so he just takes a little hold of her face and she turns and goes. And here, look at, no handle at all, just free. The two of them running together. She's sort of on her own. If you want to come with me, JJ, that's fine.
Very light.
Yeah, very light. Watch her when she turns.
Sired by world champion Cahill. We may see him later today in the Platinum Stallion Championship.
Beautiful mare. Beautiful, beautiful mare.
Benhazi Al Khalidia was top 5 here last year in the World Championships. Silver at All Nations Cup last year, 2017. Here she is with Tom Shokens. Her father by Lahib, out of the great El Dorado. She is out of an F. Shamal daughter. bred by the famed Al Khalidia stud of Saudi Arabia. She's now owned by Al Khashab stud in Kuwait. Rafael Curti coming in with
Asiana.
Yeah, Asiana OS from Heinz Stockel's Osterhof breeding farm in Germany. Daughter of Aljman Mancion.
And out of Michaela Pin, who's by FT Wotan.
Owned by Al Badaya stud. Egypt. Again, 24 countries represented this week at the Salon de Show World Championship of Horses in Paris. About 10 minutes to noon here in Paris on ArabianEssence.tv, brought to you by Al Sheikh Stud. It's Greg Knowles and myself, Rory O'Neill, bringing you the senior mares for the world title.
Wadi Zamani and Frank Spoonley's back. Anaya stud on this one. She is a straight Egyptian mare. And
he's got the hot hand, Greg.
Yep.
2 in a row so far. Two classes in, and Frank's been gold twice.
Nyla Hayek is the breeder. She's a worldwide breeder, contributor to the Arabian horse world in all equine matters. She's so committed to the Arabian horse. This is her beautiful, beautiful straight mare.
She has an amazing straight Egyptian breeding program that she's based out of Switzerland.
My goodness. Wadad Zamani. And she was bred by Osman El Kassia from Israel. Frank Spoonley's on the lead. If he does any more showing, he might need a nap.
Sired by the immortal Lahib.
What a great, some of those Lahib daughters are just
treasures.
Breathtaking. They're pure white and got all that charisma and beautiful faces with big black liquid eyes.
Israel, tiny country, multiple great breeders.
Kind of an interesting deal here. Naft Al Naifat, she was an Osman daughter. She was reserve in the first section. What makes it kind of interesting is she was bred by, Section B, excuse me. She was bred by Cindy McGowan of the United States and then sent here. And of course, Cindy's the owner of Royal Arabians.
She's out of the national champion mare, Eagle Ridge Passionata. One of the most impressive Sanadiq El Shapan daughters worldwide.
Christian Francini is on the lead.
He held the lead in that class till I believe the last entry of Section B. He was the leader in the clubhouse as one after another passed through. Ends up second in Section B with a nice performance and a beautiful mare.
The former policeman from Poland on the lead, Pavel. This is bred by Johanna Ahlstrom and owned by Nina Soskovikova of the Czech Republic. Pavel's on the lead. She's by Kadar Zako out of Nima, who was by Mambo. J.V. Narina put up some huge motion scores.
She certainly did. She had a 92.58, gives her third place in Section B. And she's in the hunt today for the World Championship in Paris, Salon de Cheval.
Roy, they just bring these horses in numerical order, don't they?
That's correct.
Not their placing, because it is a new class. They can be judged no matter what happened in the prelims.
Absolutely. So the back number, the lowest back number of the grouping comes in first. They each trot individually, show what they have. All these mares qualifying Friday afternoon, Greg. Had Saturday off. And they're back at it here noon in Paris on Sunday. This could get serious here. Anud Al-Nassar wins Aachen last year, wins Menton this year, gold senior champion mare. She won her class with the highest score of all the mares, Greg, 93.42. Here she is with Glenn Shokins. That's a beautiful mare.
Bashal Al Rayyan out of Alicia Al Nasser, who's by Ghazal.
From that world famous breeding program, Greg. Al Nasser stud.
She's owned by a Akaim stud, and of course bred by Al Nasser stud of Qatar.
Top 5 in the senior mares here last year. Paris, she's got 2 gold medal titles under her belt in the last year. It's today her day. She's got to put the brakes on the Frank Spoonley train to go gold.
Yeah, he's had a hot hand so far.
Sometimes you get on a roll. One year you won 4A classes at Scottsdale in yearling 2-year-olds.
I know.
You can get a hot hand.
You can get a hot hand. They believe you, and you've got good horses. It can happen.
Good vibe. Jawanda OS, another one from the Osterhof stud, Germany. Heinz Stoichel, started by WH Justice. Out of a Shock Fantasy daughter, brought to you today by Paolo Capecci.
She's owned by Talal Al-Qasemi of Kuwait and Gustat Osterhof of Germany.
A good friend, Heinz.
And a good breeder, Heinz.
Yeah.
Great breeder.
He's at about 5 horses show this weekend in Paris that he's bred and sold on. This is a beautiful mare, another contender for the world title. A lot of beautiful mares. These are expensive group. Security, check the doors. The senior mares for the World Championship are about ready to do their comparative stand up for the championship. And here's a special treat, Greg. We didn't see her in the qualifying round. She's vying for the Platinum World Championship, former world champion. There she is from Poland with her teammate Marush, Emendoria.
By Ghazal, out of Amanda, who was by Ikapo.
She's vying for the Platinum World Championship. That is only for former world champions. She's with her teammate. She's a former U.S. national champion.
Owned and bred by Michał.
That's a treat. This is like seeing a Hall of Famer on the induction ceremony tonight.
Well, the interesting thing is she could be gold tonight. Look at her. Talk about amazing.
Celebrating the Arabian horse in Paris. She's vying for the Platinum World Championship. Emendoria, live and in person. My hair is standing up my arms right now seeing this prize broodmare, revered show horse.
Oof. Talk about history.
Showing you what she's about.
We saw her Victorio daughter in the juniors, correct?
14 years young, showing us she can still shred her stuff with Marush from Michał State Stud, the great Emendoria.
She lives here somewhere in Europe with privilege, is that correct?
In France, on lease. What a treat.
What a man.
Packed house, VIP areas, full of vibe. Everybody appreciates Emendoria. She'll be back in here shortly with the other mares competing for the Platinum World Championship as they compete for the gold.
How does that work, Rory? Explain the Platinum for people.
The Platinum titles are open to horses that have been World Championship twice. So they basically said, you've won enough. Leave it for the next group of horses. We'll celebrate your excellence with a Platinum, which we know in the medal ceremony, Greg, because we're experts in medals, Platinums are above the gold. We might even see Kahil today as we celebrate the Arabian horses.
You saw the smile of respect on a couple of the judges, Joe Polo and Marilla Kamer, as she went out the ring, sort of feeling like we're all feeling worldwide right now.
They have the best seat in the house, Greg.
Well, to watch a mare like Emendoria is history for all of us. I have had the privilege to stand next to some great horses that are historic. And every time I'm near one, I just sort of make a mark in my memory so that I can say, I saw. And I like to learn why they're great. I stare at their pieces. I look at their pedigrees and I say, oh, now I know why you're special. But special is what the word is. Better than most or all. And unique and special and great. Great because she has extreme pieces.
That's correct.
And no major holes at all. So what a joy, what a treat to see Emendoria. They're going to come in now and present themselves at the stand-ups. Enjoy that. That's going to be fun to watch.
Again, they're entering the arena at the walk. Lowest catalog back number, first horse entered through the highest. And then they'll finish it with Amendoria as she competes for the Platinum World Championship. You're watching the Salon du Cheval in Paris on ArabianEssence.tv, brought to you by Al Sheikh Stud. Good luck to the senior mares.
Remember those walls are built, baby, they're tumbling down. They didn't even put up a fight, they didn't even make a sound. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. Standing in the light of your head low, I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking is the risk that I'm taking, and I'm never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can feel your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can see your halo. I pray it won't fade away. I can feel your halo, halo, halo. Can see your halo, halo, halo.
Rory, you got a favorite?
Yeah, it's the one over there with the mane and the tail. The pretty-headed mare.
Yeah, the pretty-headed white mare.
The pretty-headed white mare. Well, she could be bay as well.
She could be bay today.
Boy, oh boy, tough decision. I know these are cliche. Opportunity of a lifetime to judge a class like this. Wouldn't you jump in there if somebody called in sick today, Greg?
Yeah, I'd be available.
I'd be doing the show by myself.
What about if you did the math? What's the value in that group?
We're looking, soft estimate, $30 million worth of horse flesh in this arena right now.
I'm thinking you're right. Easy, soft, you know.
Mares from 8 different countries of the 10 horses. Handlers from 6 different countries. We're in Paris, ArabianEssence.tv, brought to you by Al Sheikh Stud. We're watching the senior mares for the World Championship. All 10 of them are top 10 world-class mares when they walk to the ring today. One will be named bronze, one will be silver, and the last one will be the special title, life-changing event, as she's named the gold medal world champion.
No doubt.
Who will it be? Judges' cards are in.
Leslie Connors' card is not in yet. She's still looking. She's evaluating. She walked way down, took a look at Giacomo's. Now she's taking a look at this gray filly here.
Tom's.
Benhazi
Al-Qadiyah.
So she's making some final decisions. She's going to walk a little bit more. All of the other cards are in except hers.
She's peeking down. She's walking down another beautiful set of gray mares.
She's looking at Frank Spoonlay's straight Egyptian mare of Naya Arabians. There's the Ajman filly mare next to her. Just giving Mr. Spoonlay an extra look. Says, turn around. Let me see your number, Mr. Frank. One final walk for Leslie Connor.
And of course, down at the far end of the arena by the outgate with Marouche, the world famous world champion, mother of champions, and Mendoria, vying for the Platinum World Championship. Only for the former world champions. What a special treat today. Oof. Oh boy.
You know, you gotta thank them for even putting her on the trailer. I wouldn't bring my Mendoria here. As much as that would be an honor, I would not take the risk of putting her in a trailer.
Fortunately, she's on lease in France. She only lives a few hours away. Her home base is Mihoff State Stud, their breeder. She spent a little time in France. Marouche, her teammate for many years. She spent a few years in the United States with Greg Balloon and Nancy Balloon in San Ynez, California. Made her U.S. national champion.
Yeah, and she's doing her tricks. I think you won Vegas with her as well, didn't you?
She won about everything there is to win North America in one season as a 3-year-old. Terminator.
Yeah.
Out of the great Amanda, a Cajo daughter, from the famous E-line of Mihoff State Stud. That's where the fine wine comes from. Yeah. I haven't seen this many nice mares in one place at the same time, probably since the last time I had breakfast at Mihoff.
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful group of 10 mares walking out the gate as they get ready.
This program is offered by
Computer's cranking it up, trying to figure out those numbers that have been posted by the judges, and we'll know in just a minute or two the fate of these amazing 10 mares. I think what kind of shook me is where he said it, and I think he said the word soft, that in that ring, those 10 mares, maybe $10 million, $30 million value, and that could be soft. And that's pretty amazing and pretty impressive. You're watching Arabian Essence.tv, brought to you by El Sheikh Stud. And final day here in Paris at the Salon des Cheval. And the Salon des Cheval is a big equine event with vendors and jumpers and dressage horses, and not just Arabians, but we're at the Arabian venue. And it's the World Championships. I think they've been going on for about 45 years in Paris, and a perfect place for the World Championships. They vie all summer long in Mentone and Aachen, and then they end up here. But the arenas, the essence, the formality, the beauty, the elegance of this venue. And the arena is amazing, but if you were to go back in the warm-up ring, the ready ring, if you didn't know, you'd think that's where the show was being held. It's just as beautiful with big banners and TVs and that sort of thing going on, and they have all the suites of the trainers and the owners around that warm-up ring, so you can sit there and have a beverage and enjoy that and watch the horses get warmed up outside before they come in here in the arena. We're about ready to announce the World Championships. You hear the noise. Keep your fingers crossed for yours, the one you want to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, World Champion Mare 2018, Anoud Nasser. Jument avec Anoud Nasser, propriété d'Akmal Stud, élevé au Qatar par Al-Nasser Stud.
Well, congratulations to her, Anoud Nasser, proudly represented by a Camille Stud. She's won a lot. She's been a winner by Shal Al-Rian out of Alicia Al-Nasser. Presented today by Glenn Shokins. And she has, I'm just glancing over to find her. He wanted this bad. I knew that he loved her. He talked about her, and she certainly has the credentials. You can see the excitement for him. Happy for Glenn, happy for the owners of a mare, and then happy for this beautiful mare. She's won all the majors. She's won Aachen, she's won Mentone, and now she's gold world champion at the 2018 World Championship Arabian Horse Show. You know, these handlers, they get paid, they're professionals, but you can see the love of the horse in their eyes and their heart when they win something as special as this.
Al Sheikh Stud, I'm with the winning mare, Anoud Al-Nasser, gold world champion. Glenn, your children, Mika, you're the world champion, buddy. Senior mares, how's that feel?
Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much.
You've won gold in every major show around the world. This is your first world championship. Do you remember this day for the rest of your life?
That's for sure. And it's a special mare to do it with, so.
She's been your teammate for 2 years now. You guys have done a great job. Did you feel you had a shot when you woke up this morning?
Good to see you guys.
All right, buddy. Congratulations.
Well, you can see that's one happy family. Silver was El Isha Al Jassimia by Justice out of El Elha, who was, of course, by El Azim. Owned by El Jassimia Farm and bred by El Arab International, the USA, presented today by Giacomo Capecci. Bronze was Wadad Zanami, number 66 in the program. Beautiful, beautiful mare. Again by Frank Spoonley presenting, by Lahib out of Zena Al Barak. She's a straight Egyptian mare owned by Hanaya Stud from Switzerland and bred by Osman Al-Kasi of Israel. Beautiful, beautiful straight Egyptian mare. She looked beautiful in her class as well. Congratulations to everybody on that team. Congratulations to all three teams. Not easy to do what they just did. These are your senior mares. You're looking at the senior world champion mare. That's Anud Al Nasser, and she has won them all. Congratulations.
Ball-giving ceremony underway. Ahmad and Amy will be with us. Welcome to His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed bin Saoud Sultan Zafar Al-Qasimi for Al-Bidayah Al-Stad.
And of course, she's owned by Al Kamal Stud, and that's from Saudi, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Anud Al Nasser, congratulations. As the points come in, it was a major victory. The numbers were incredibly high. She was 23 points. Silver, 8, bronze, 7. So again, the total works like if you get a first on a card, you get 4 points. Breaks down to second, 3 points, 2 points, yet it then goes down. So they went like this: 23 points for Al Nud. Omel Aisha was 8 points. Wadi Zamani was 7. Ajana OS was 5. Taib Bint Hazy El Qadia was 5. Naft El Nafat was 4. And Wildona had 4 as well. That's how it broke down. Wide margin of victory on that in that class. With 8 judges, perfect score would have been, a unanimous score would have been 32. That's a really, really good trip for that filly. And there's, of course, El Jassemia, Sheikh Jasm, Bart, Robin, who conditions and cares for those horses like nobody could ever do that kind of job. She's amazing. Giacomo, and the boss, Sheikh Jasmine. Congratulations to everybody. We're going to move on. I believe we're going to honor the Platinum World Champion next, and then we'll get back to the yearling colts.
To our top 10, if we may. Nous allons maintenant récompenser nos juments top 10. Top 10 mondial. Nous allons commencer par Sheikh Mohammed bin Saoud Sultan Zafar Al-Qasimi. Wildona from the house they said from Poland by Shanghai out of the Razal order Wilda.
Passing out the top 10 ribbons. A bunch of beautiful, beautiful mares. Some of them you'll see back here again. One of those mares in the back may end up being next year's world champion.
Arena by Kadarzniko out of the Mambo daughter Nima, owned by Nina Susketikova. I hope I pronounced it well. From the Czech Republic. Juvanda OS, owned by Talal Al-Kazimi for Kuwait. WWA Justice under the Shaq Fantasy daughter Shaq Levanda. Well, that was a superb class. A few moments more to enjoy the presence of those absolutely lovely mares. And a big round of applause for our top 10 as they leave the ring. Une fois applaudir nos top 10. Elle le mérite. Amplement. And if we may have a lap of honor, please. Starting with our bronze medal. Our bronze medal, Wadad Zamani from Arabian, Switzerland. La Suisse, qui nous dit